Welcome back to Resse Resse Podcast, guys. I know I've been away for a long time, but I am finally back. So, I hope everybody has been enjoying 2023. I know people have experienced some losses, so I'm going to say I'm sorry for everyone who has lost someone so far this year. I'm just praying for you and praying for your family. Hopefully hope you can get through this. And just be strong, and just I don't know, just be strong. I know y'all probably have lost. It has been people have been lost this year already. Just want everybody to be strong. But that being said, I'm gonna get into these toxic family dynamics. Cause like I said, it's just like a toxic relationship. Toxic family dynamics only get worse. So if you like when people say that you're only staying because the kids, you shouldn't. My personal opinion, don't stay because of the kids. Because, like I said, kids can sense when stuff is going on. So kids will know if you're trying to know when y'all going through stuff, going through your stuff. So you don't. It's not best to stay for the kids because the kids obviously gonna see that y'all not doing well, and then they go. It's like kind of like a generational curse in a way. Don't have the mindset of staying because of your kids, because they might need both parents in the house. If that person is showing you violent or behavior, or they not respecting you or the kids, or showing violent behavior that can affect you and your kids, it's best to get out. We don't care if that's probably the person, probably the kid's father, or reverse, if the father gotta get away from the mom, or the mama gotta get away from the father. You have to just get away, because you don't want your kids to growing up and thinking that the toxic behavior is normal, and then that's how you create. Then they gonna do it with their kids because they saw you do it, but then you saw your parents be toxic, so you think it's good. Then your kids grow up and they think that they supposed to be toxic with their kids. And, how the cycle goes on and on. But you have to just figure ways to break the cycles. Toxic family dynamics, it shows to poor interaction, conflicts, unhealthy dynamics include signs such as lack of boundaries, empathy, lack of space, privacy, conflict, hostility, verbal and emotional abuse, role, role, roles reversed, and child dynamics can serve a way. Like I told y'all, and it's like when the family dynamics, it's like with mother versus son, daughter, son versus father. I'll teach you, like, boys get treated different than girls. I know everybody's not ready for the conversation, but it's the conversation that needs to be had. It's a father would be more comfortable with finding out his son is having sex, versus a father would not be comfortable once he found out his daughter is having sex. Just like we say, a mother probably would be quick to kick her daughter out the house, but a mother would never kick her son out the house. Because, like I said, this had a family dynamic could go. A boy can be will be considered a mama's boy, just like a daughter. A lot of boys gravitate to their moms because they step up, like, when certain situations happen. Just like a girl can be a daddy's girl, so she her daddy doing nothing wrong. It's like a boy probably would see his mama not doing nothing wrong. It's just levels to it. It's like I basically telling you, it's like levels to it, and it's like boys probably would get treated better than girls. Cause like I'm basically telling y'all that like how would I put it that like a mom probably would be quick to kick her daughter out the house versus when you like with a mom, cause a mom probably wouldn't be that comfortable kicking her son out the house. It's just like, and plus like, and you have a lot of tax and a lot of families, especially toxic families. It can be mainly in the black households where mothers and daughters fight a lot, just like a father and son will fight, a mama daughter fight, just like fathers and sons fight, siblings fight. What's the difference? Like, it's a difference from like at that age you would fight a lot with your like have argue. I'm talking about having arguments. I ain't talking about actual fist fights because at some point it do actually happen when you have an actual fist fight. Well, it's basically just saying that in some households, just because somebody is your family, that doesn't mean you have to put up with all the hurt and stuff they did to you. You can love somebody from a distance. I know people have heard of this before, where just because somebody your family and all day, I know that you might love them, but certain energy is not good for you, and you have to learn to love people from afar, from a distance. Because toxic family members can just like mess up with your mental health, and it could cause a lot of psychological issues in your life. You know, basically what I'm saying. So just because somebody your family, that don't mean you have to put up with everything that they do. And it's okay to cut off family members when they're not cut off. It's okay to cut off family members for a while when they make it toxic for you, because what people say that what it's been said that it's not healthy to be toxic. Just like when you're in a toxic relationship, you have to learn to let certain people go. You can still have love for somebody, but that don't mean you have to constantly put up with their BS or anything. Because like I say that everybody, just like I say, everyone is not meant to be in your life for a while. Just because I'm gonna get into this, like fathers and sons can be beefing. Look at 50 Cent and his son. Mamas and daughters can be beefing. Siblings can be beefing. Cousins can be beefing. You could be beefing, like I said, sisters and brothers can be beefing. Brothers and brothers can be beefing. Cousins can be beefing. You can even be beefing with your own parents. You can be beef. You can just be beefing, period. Because like I said, with the same family over blood over, it's like that's your blood. So like you ain't supposed to go against your blood. It says some of your blood can do you dirty. Like backdoor you, your blood can you backdoor action. This never happened to me, but I'm just talking about from other people's experience. Some of your blood can backdoor you, can set you up, can be jealous and envy of you. You know, like this ain't happened to me because I don't have that kind of family member. But certain people do have family members where they're jealous, envious of them, always negative towards them. And what else? You know, just plain negative. You have to. That's why you have to. Just because, like, you have to separate yourself from certain people at some time. It's like nothing personal. It's just like everybody is not meant to be in your life like that. It's like what it's been said. It's like you have to break the cycle in a way. That's what I'm basically saying, y'all. It's like that. What's it's it's like once somebody shows you that they don't really mean you no good, it's time for you to let them go. Let that person go. Just like I said with all the stuff I just named. Family, you would my family had a problem because I have a very supportive family. I'm talking about from other families that people y'all know that you can relate to, like with your beefing and like somebody said, families are not what it's supposed to be no more. With grandparents choosing which grandkids they're gonna support, uncles and aunties doing. And this time my family, I'm talking about in general. Cousins beefing, you beefing with your parents, you're not speaking with siblings, you're beefing with cousins. And like a lot of times said, these could be happening. It's like when we're gonna use some of the Chicago rappers, for example, like when people, when we said that they're, we're gonna use certain people, like what from the song "Fuck My Cousin" with Lil Zay and Lil Durk when he said honestly call my phone, squash shit with my cousin, but when I see his ass, when I see him, I'm gonna kill his ass in public. That was deep because in a way it's showing that just because they're him that's his so-called cousin, that's his cousin. I mean that they're beefing because his cousin is his op. And y'all know what an op is. I don't have to get into detail, but people who don't know what an op is, an op is it's your enemy. So like I said, your cousins could be your enemies because like I said, this happens a lot when you and your cousins are both in the street life and y'all rocking with the rival gangs and your cousins on that side and you on this side of the with the gang and y'all just don't like each other and stuff. It happens though. But y'all, that's what it happens, and you find yourself with your own blood cousin, but it happened because, like I said, nobody's perfect. So nobody's perfect. So you might be beefing with your cousin, but that's because y'all on rival games, and you know how y'all know how the street life go. You know how the street life go. It's like they once you get in, it's hard to get out. And plus, you can't be doing no snitching or nothing in the street lights. And the street light can be dangerous in a way because once you're involved in the streets, shit, a lot of stuff can transpire. Like that, you can either be in jail or you can be dead. You have to think about that, especially when you start having kids and stuff. You have to think about that the streets do not love you. This can go into like when people say jobs don't love you. Jobs don't love you. That that you're replaceable. It's like in the street, like about the job thing. These corporations. Once you pass away, these corporations not gonna care about you. They basically gonna post your job, clean out your office, and give your job away to somebody else. So like I said, like don't be stressing yourself out about about a job. You have to do your best ability, but you don't stress yourself out about a job, or you don't want the job to be affecting with your health. So you have to. Okay, of course you have to do. Like I'm telling you, I ain't telling you not to give a fuck about the job. I'm telling you that you have to at least do some good work on the job. But I'm saying don't stress yourself out or don't overwork yourself or don't give the job all you have. Then because once you die and stuff, that this job gonna go find the next employee. They not gonna really care. They're gonna go find the next because at the end of the day it's a corporation and these jobs really wouldn't care if you had passed away. They just go out and give your job to somebody else. That's basically how these corporations run. And also, like I'm saying, also it's also important that what was I talking about? Okay, with the family, toxic family dynamics. It's also that a lot of mothers, especially in these communities, could be jealous of their daughters. Because you see on the stories that when mothers didn't grow up, probably got pregnant, probably how do I say it? The mom is jealous of her daughter because her daughter probably have the better shape than she does, and y'all know how that goes. Or like in a lot of in black households, and especially in households that mothers don't have a hard time believing their daughters when they tell their mother when they tell them they've been sexually abused by boyfriends or family members. The moms tend to take sides with the in most situations, these moms take sides with the abuser or their boyfriends just to keep the man. And also in these households, these moms do whatever they want to keep a man that they put their kids could they put them in before they put their kids. Or like we see that moms take care of their the kids ask the mom for food, but the mom won't give them food, but the mom would give her man food. Or the mom send the kids to live with their father while her man live well off. Well, that's why well, some people, like in today's society, I said some people shouldn't have kids because if you're gonna mistreat your kid, you shouldn't have kids. Cause like I'm basically saying that, hold on, y'all. I'm basically saying these kids didn't ask to be here. So if you're not gonna treat the kids right, especially if you don't want the kid, it's okay to get a kid up for adoption. Cause you don't need to be shitty and treat the kid like crap just because you're mad with the man at the time. Because a lot of times in these households, these women are mad at the man that got them pregnant, and the kid reminds them of that person, and they treat the kid like crap, and they tell the kid how worthless they is. And this was as dad, you shouldn't tell your kid that because it fucks with their mental health in their head. Like when you tell a child that when you tell your kid that you would never be shit in life, you shouldn't say that because that affects them. It's like you should never be calling your kid bitches and hoes because they mess up their head too. Because a lot of moms and this especially when you watch TV, they call their daughters bitches and hoes. That you shouldn't call your daughter that because that will mess up her self-esteem. And you want your daughter to have good self-esteem, so you should learn to respect your daughter because just like you should learn to respect your kids because respect goes both ways. Just because you're adult and just like you're older, that I mean you have to be disrespectful. Respect goes both ways. The old should respect the young, just like the young should respect the old. Respect goes both ways. And like I said, you shouldn't say stuff that's going to mess with your kid's head. You should be thanking God that you have these kids. You should not be mistreating them or you shouldn't be mistreating them or talking down to them because at the end of the day, these kids did not ask to be here. So you should treat these kids with respect. And you know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm saying? And learn we have to learn you know what I said with toxic, but this stuff, you know what I said with it. It's okay to let toxic family members out your life. Yes, that is okay. However, when you're fighting about stuff that's petty, that's easily fixable, fix it because you don't want to look up the next day and your family member is gone. That's why never go to sleep angry. Will never say anything that you're gonna regret saying because you never know when that be the last time you will see that person. So remember never to say nothing while you're angry and don't never go to sleep angry. Because you're gonna wake up and your family members will be gone. Or never go years without talking to a family member because what happens if they die and pass away, then you're feeling bad and stuff. That's why I say okay, say it happens that you beef with family members, but what I'm telling y'all is that if the shit is petty, you have to, if the stuff is able to be fixed, you have to be able to fix it. So you won't go in being mad for years and years on. Then time passed and the person passed away. Then you here looking like you should have been fixing it. That's why. But I say it's okay to cut somebody off if they just meddling with your stuff, make you unhappy, or they're treating you wrong. It's okay to cut them off then. But if it's y'all arguing about something petty, just let it go. Just find a way to talk about it so you can let it go. You don't want to wake up and your sisters and brothers gone, or your parents gone, or auntie and uncle gone, or cousins gone. Find a way to fix the issue, because, like I said, life is too short, and we have to stop. You have to stop going to bed angry. You have to stop saying stuff you regret. Mamas need to learn how to put their kid, and you guys have to learn to put your kids first. Your kids should come before a man or a woman, because them kids are gonna be there with you. Some of these guys and girls are temporary, so they're not gonna be in your life for long. So never go against your kid for anybody. Just like I said, siblings ain't supposed to go against siblings for nobody. Because siblings are most times siblings are all you have when your parent passed away. So you should never let nobody break you and your siblings up. Just like you shouldn't let nobody break you and your kids up. Because who gonna take care of you when you're older? Your kids are. Just like I said, who gonna be there for you when your parents die? Siblings. So siblings shouldn't go against siblings, just like parents shouldn't go against their kids. Like I said, you with that girl or guy for the moment, but what happened when you die, when you pass away? Your kids are the ones who are gonna be heartbroken and stuff, and they the ones who are gonna need each other. They're gonna need each other. They're gonna be heartbroken. That person gonna probably go and find the next person. Just like I said, when your when your parent when your parent passes, the siblings gotta be there for each other. Cause y'all gonna kind of be all y'all have. If y'all parents pass, y'all siblings be all they have. Then of course you have other family members, but it's people realize life is not the same if somebody don't have to eat. I know plenty of people who lost the lost both parents. Life won't be the same. Like your life won't be the same. Like they just like when you people have sibling loss, life will not be the same, because we look at certain people do have three siblings, because like in my family it is a lot of us that with the women had three kids, but said once my brother died, it's these two of us, but everybody else probably still have the three kids. It's like if everybody else still have it where it's three siblings. We have it where it's two of us. Me and Tati said what so like we're gonna make sure that we here for each other. We're gonna make sure we're here for each other and stuff. And I just you know what I'm saying? It's just like oh yeah. It's just like you have to no, and I would never go against her for nobody. Just like with my other sisters, I would never go like you would never go against nobody for your sibling. Just like if Don Trey was still here, we would still be like them two my dogs. They're my dog for life. Tati and Don Trey are my dog for life. I miss my buddy. I miss my dog every day, but I still got Todd, and we still close. And Todd's even helping me with Reese podcast. So, it's like I'm basically saying, don't go against your sibling for nobody. It's basically That simple. Don't go get yourself for nobody. And people just need to learn that. And also, y'all need to learn that kids not asked to be brought here. So you have to be mindful how you treat your kids. You might be mad at because mad at that that nigga because he wasn't shit and he was treating you like shit. But that don't mean you have to take your anger out on your kids. And you don't, like I said, if you don't want the kid, it's best just to get a kid up for adoption. Don't be there mistreating the kid and doing all this other shit. If you don't want the kid, put the kid up for adoption. You leave it at that. With that being said, I hope y'all enjoy y'all night. I'm out.